vicious little bitch.
Say it again, it sounded good.
Welcome back to my welding channel, where today we do no welding, but we will make a Harley Quinn bat. So I start off by sanding this Louisville Slugger, and then I go online and I figure out what was actually put on the bat, all the words and the script. And because my plastic bat had a good sizing of the goodnight part, I just transferred that over with some carbon paper, pencil, as well as the crisscross pattern that you see underneath the wording. And then from there, I start the wood burning process. A little fun fact about me is that I actually started off my business as a wood burner, and that transformed into being able to go to welding school and possibly adding welding onto my business plan, and here we are today. I chose to go with Sharpies for doing the coloring on the bat, and it turned out really good. Everything was bright and vibrant like I wanted. You will see in a little bit the problem that I ran into. It took me 5 attempts of printing out these words at different sizes to finally settle on this one so that it fit the bat perfectly. So what I'm just doing is tracing over the top of the wording, and then I flip it over and then I just scribble over the back so to create like a transfer paper. And then what I'm going to do is I place it on the bat in chunks and then just right over top of it, therefore transferring it over onto the bat so I can wood burn it on. And here you see me doing that. And before I finished wood burning, I got a little antsy. I wanted to see what those blue words were going to actually look like, so I skipped to that part before I finished wood burning. Now on this one, I chose to go a little bit of a different path, because if you look at that first image that I found online, you will see writing over top of one another with it being red. And I chose to keep that out because I felt that was going to get too messy and I did not want to add that, so I chose to keep that part out. You can let me know in the comments if you think that that was a smart decision or not. Don't be confused here that you see me grabbing the red Sharpie. There is red and blue words in the original text. I did not change my mind and choose to do the writing over top. These videos are sped up to 2500%, but in real life, this took me 7.5 hours to do across 3 days of live streams. So, and this is just edited down. But yes, it is a very long, slow, drawn out process to get to the end. But to me, it didn't matter how long this took to make, because having something that's real and as close to authentic as possible, but with my own personal touch, was way more important than how long it took me to make. The company that sent me the bats actually ended up sending me 2, and when I messaged them back, they told me just keep it. So if you guys are interested in doing a giveaway of some sort so that you could possibly win a custom Harley Quinn Welder Woman bat, let me know in the comments. At this last little part here, you can see where the wording is not lining up with the other sets of wordings. It was definitely an issue, the back curvature and trying to keep everything straight, but I was able to shift it just a little bit to make everything fit, and we got it in there. After roughing it up a little bit, I put on the stain, and this is where I ran into the problems with the Sharpie. The more I would rub on it, I noticed that the Sharpie began to spread, so I tried to put as minimal pressure as possible. And after it dried, then I moved on to putting the tape wrap for the grip. And then finally, in the top part, I put a red jasper crystal and some crystal chips sealed in resin as a little homage to my love for crystals. Each year, I try to up my game on my costume. I've been Harley Quinn for the last 3 years. For 2024, I chose that year to be the year of vengeance. So for me, that meant getting my lick back. So I used this blood spray to get it all good and messed up. And then I took it outside to get really good long drips, the clotting look. And after it dried, I wanted to make those drips stand out even more. So I used this tacky clear glue and I just highlighted all the runs and I just let it dry, and then I would just build it up to make it look like there was a big stream of blood still left on my bat. And this is our final look, and to me, I think it turned out awesome. I was actually so impressed with that tacky glue, how it turned out, how it actually makes it still look kind of wet in a way.
People think I'm obsessed with this, but I'm okay with it. I am obsessed with it. And I think this is an obsession that doesn't hurt anyone.
Thank y'all for taking the time to watch. Definitely subscribe and like for more future Welder Woman content that may not be welding.